Okay, I liked how we looked at the skewer last time, um, or we looked at the Wikipedia, excuse me, last time when we recorded the video on doubled checks. We looked at the Wikipedia page. As I mentioned, I was inspired by Grandmaster Ben Feingold because every time he looks at an opening or a trap or anything like that, he typically looks at the Wikipedia page first. And I thought that was really smart. So today we're looking at the skewer, and here's what Wikipedia says about it. In chess, a skewer is an attack upon two pieces in a line and is similar but opposite to a pin. The difference is that in a skewer, the more valuable piece is the one under direct attack, and the less valuable piece is behind it. The opponent is compelled to move the more valuable piece to avoid its capture, thereby exposing the less valuable piece, which can then be captured. Only riders can skewer. Kings, knights, and pawns cannot. Kind of what this means by riders, that means pieces that can move all the way across the board. So like a bishop, a rook, and a queen, right? A knight and a pawn, those can't because a king can obviously only move one square. Knights don't move in a straight line, and pawns are their own. Pawns are pawns. Okay, so we are going to. I don't know what that noise was, but we are going to take a look at some different um, skewers. Okay, here we go. So you notice that in this position, we have our queen being attacked, and he can own our queens are looking at each other, right? So we're ready to take this queen. The only thing he can take back with is the king, right? He has several other pieces on the board. None of them can recapture this queen. After we take this queen and he takes back, we're going to play this move bishop to a3. Now, in chess, the king is worth unlimited elo, or unlimited points, material. Anyway, the king, you have to move the king, right? Or otherwise you lose the game. So after this, he is compelled to move it away, and which we're going to take the rook, right? If you're unfamiliar with piece values, rooks are typically more valuable than bishops. Okay, now here's looks like a similar puzzle. I've not figured it out quite yet, but let's take a look. I notice that we've got rook, 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 queen, rook. Um, hmm, I think I've seen this before. This is another example of the Zwischenzug. So I've made a video on what a Zwischenzug is, and here it is again. If you'd notice, this queen is not only attacked, it's also pinned. So what we're going to do is play rook to d8, and here's what this move does. We're going to allow him to take the queen, because after that, we're going to take the rook for free. He's going to move it out of the way, and then we're going to recapture the queen, right? So, for example, this is where the Zwischenzug comes in. The move we ultimately want to play is pawn takes queen. We want to recapture, but we're going to play this in between move, this Zwischenzug, and we're going to um, capture the rook in between the thing that we would really like to do. So this is a good example of how multiple tactical ideas can be used in the same puzzle. Right? We are skewering in a sense this piece because he there's really no good move for white here. Okay, let's take a look. Notice that we are attacking this queen. This queen defends this h1 square. So we would like to play rook here but then we're just going to get our piece taken. So what we're going to do first, another tactical idea, this is called removing the defender. So the only defender of this h1 square is this queen on a8. So what we're going to do is take the queen, then we can play rook to h1, then we can take the rook. And now we're up a pawn and we're ready to start attacking. Okay, we're going to do a few more. Here's what I notice. Um, I noticed this move. Now, from here, he's welcome to take it for free if he would like. Or it's not for free. He's welcome to take back if he would like. Here's what we would do. We would play this move, bishop g3. Now, here's where the skewer comes in. He probably doesn't want to lose his queen. I don't think anyone wants to lose a free queen, but I seem to do that quite often. So what we're going to do is after rook takes, we play bishop g3. Now he doesn't want to leave his queen. Now we can take the rook for free. So we're going to give away a rook for a rook and a bishop. Okay, we're going to do one last one, and let's take a look here. I noticed this move. Now, from here, he's pretty limited on options. He can play this, but then I'm just taking free. And if he goes here, we can play this. And from there, he has this move. Now, here's where the skewer comes in. You might have thought that the skewer came right here, and we were going to push him out of the way. But the real skewer comes with queen to a1. Because now that we play queen to a1, he can't go to this square. If he goes to this square, we take the queen, and he can only go to this. He can only go to these two squares, and neither one of them defends the queen. So we have here, then this, and then we get a free queen. It's such a beautiful puzzle. If you would just take a second to think, okay, how is he? Where's he gonna go? Right? If you know, after this, if we play here, what's he gonna do from here? Right? He can't go there. If he goes here or here, then we're taking. Right? And that's exactly what we did. I hope you got some added knowledge about skewers, kind of what that is, and let me know if there are any other tactics you'd like me to cover.